Hello everyone, it's Lisa here and welcome back to my channel. So today we are building a house for a doctor. So I found a picture on Pinterest and it looked so cool and I was like, okay, I have to recreate something similar. I can show you the picture here on the screen somewhere. It kind of inspired me for the whole build. So it's not really a copy of that picture, it was just a little inspiration. And while I was building the exterior, I was like thinking, okay, so what kind of house am I building? Like, who's going to live here? And well, then I figured out I don't think I've ever done a build or a house for a doctor. And since the whole house looks a little bit more on the fancy side, or not super fancy, but it's more modern and also more like, well, it looks more expensive than the usual tiny cottages that I always build. So therefore I thought, okay, maybe a doctor could be fun. So I was just looking up for some aspirations that the Sims have and, well, yeah, I was figuring out, okay, it's gonna be a doctor. I also started a little series, I think a couple of months or maybe even 1 or 2 years ago, where I build micro homes for all the careers, and that is something I still want to do. I'm working on that. The next one is an athlete, I think, the athlete? Sounds wrong when I pronounce it like that, but okay, you know what I'm talking about. That's the next house that I'm working on for this series. So I was thinking I'm just gonna wait until I have my hands on the new Adventure Awaits pack, because there we get some new sports equipment. So I thought that's gonna be very nice, and then hopefully soon I will be able to continue the whole micro home series. I think that's gonna be fun. So because micro homes are still, I love them, they're so tiny and cute and just super fast for me to build as well. So that's nice. A little bit more time saving and still having a lot of fun with building them. Even though I'm also working on a couple of bigger lots at the moment, and like those big 64 by 64 lots, they take so much time. So therefore I'm just, well, hoping to build more tiny homes soon. Yeah, I think I will do that again. Well, okay, anyways, we are building in a new crest on a 20 by 15 lot. Well, the nicest lot size in my opinion. And yeah, the exterior from the whole house is finished. So the back patio still needs some work. I'm going to do that later on. First I will do some landscaping, and yeah, so in the front here I just placed a bunch of bushes and flowers and some stones and everything just to make it look nice, and the whole lot has the same kind of landscaping everywhere. I'm using those bushes that came with the Enchanted by Nature pack. Yeah, the Enchanted by Nature pack has amazing debug items. They look so cool, and yeah, the low bushes from that pack, they are just so much... They're not as vibrant as the ones from the base game, so I thought, yay, let's use them instead. They look way better, so yeah. Also, for the windows and the doors for that house, it took me so long to figure out what kind of windows I wanted to use, and well, in the end I used those base game windows. I think we got them with an update like a couple of months ago probably. And for the doors I'm just using the Greenhouse Haven kit doors. Yeah, so I really like how the exterior turned out. It's more on the modern side, which is something I very rarely build, but every now and then it's quite fun, especially because now on the interior I can use so many items that I almost never use. We got a kit a couple of months ago, I think, the modern refined living room, something like this. And the items from that pack are just very, well, they don't really fit the whole vibe from my normal builds. So I was so happy that I could use the sofa here in this build, and I think it really turns out nicely, the whole living room, and yeah, I'm quite happy about that. And also, of course, I've added a bunch of plants everywhere in every single corner of the whole house because I just like plants. My real life apartment is also just filled with plants everywhere, so therefore I thought that would be nice to have that in The Sims as well. At least The Sims don't have to water their plants. I always end up like well, it takes me about like 2 hours each weekend to just water all of the plants, and they still don't get enough water because I have too many plants and I'm not able to keep up with them. But, well, I still like them and I don't want to separate from any of them. So, well, I guess it's survival of the fittest. And I guess the plants that just can't like keep up with my needs are just gonna die, I guess. So, well, anyways, I had so much fun with decorating the whole office. So as I mentioned, it's for a doctor, the house, and so I obviously had to give them a nice little doctor's office. So I placed down a bunch of items that came with the Get to Work pack, where we have the doctor's career. I also gave them a little like chemist analysis thing. I'm not sure how that item is called in The Sims, but it actually came with the scientific career, or like that's when you use it. It came with the Get to Work pack, but you do use it when you work as a chemist or like a scientist. And while I was playtesting, I realized that as a doctor, or like, well, my sim didn't have any job, so, but she wasn't able to use it because it said that only scientists can use it, so maybe your doctor won't be able to use it, but I still thought it's a nice decorational object because doctors also do need those kinds of like analysis things. I worked in a chemical lab for a couple of years, and there, like, it's necessary to analyze all the things, so therefore it doesn't really make too much sense in my head that a doctor can't use it, but still I placed down a lot of cute little items that just suit the whole doctor vibe, I think. And yeah, so we are decorating the bathroom upstairs now as well, and it's just very clean and very like simple, not too much like clutter things going on, just the basics. And I used a lot of stuff from the bathroom kit, not the clutter bathroom thing, the other bathroom kit we got, like well, sleek bathroom kit, I think it's called. And I really like the pack. I think it's so much easier now to create more realistic looking bathrooms, or just more interesting looking bathrooms in general. So I'm a big fan of this pack. Also, there are 2 bathrooms in total in the whole house. So one bathroom is downstairs. It's a full bath with a shower, toilet, sink and all the things. And upstairs there's another bathroom where I also gave them a big bathtub, so they can also enjoy a little bubble bath there. And there's also a shower and 2 sinks and a toilet upstairs. So everything that your Sims need. In total, there's space for 2 Sims in the whole house. You can have a doctor living there, you can have 2 doctors living here, you can have basically any Sim living here, whatever you prefer and what you want. But I think we are at the end of the video, so thank you so much for watching, I really appreciate it. You can download the build from the gallery. My ID is SUNNYSIMSIEYT, and you can also find the tray files on my Patreon, and both is linked in the description box. So if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, that would help me out a lot. And if you want to see more Sims 4 builds, then subscribe to my channel, and then I will see you all in the next video. Bye!